At 7:33 right now, a nonprofit government watchdog group called OpenTheBooks.com has found that money from Metro Nashville's parking spots, so all that money they're raking in, has now returned to pre-pandemic levels after a 2-year slump.
Now, this information comes in just after the Nashville Department of Transportation has decided to increase its enforcement of parking laws here in the city. So joining us right now is Rachel O'Brien from OpenTheBooks.com to break down what they have found during their investigation.
Good morning. Yeah, so Metro has about 5,000 parking spaces in 2 garages, 1 parking lot, and then the street spaces. And so they collected more than $10 million in parking fees last year. And that's finally on pace. And they're on pace to collect about the same this year. So that's finally back to the same amount they collected in 2019 before the pandemic began. So during the pandemic in 2020, they only collected about $7 million in parking revenue in 2021. And so that just means that people are going to areas where they weren't during the pandemic, so it's good news.
Also, they've put in more paid parking spaces where you do have to park, and they're stepping up enforcement.
Exactly. So the parking meter rates right now are, I think it's $2.25 an hour in the central business district and $1.75 outside of that area. The NDOT director said that she expects they will raise those rates in the future, and that would require approval from the Traffic and Parking Commission. But yes, enforcement has been stepped up. The Metro DOT had 6 enforcement officers monitoring city meters just earlier this year, and now they're up to 21. And they are working on a new system that would use a phone application. They're currently still using paper citations to write parking tickets, but this new system is expected to launch at the end of the year or the beginning of next year, and that will make it easier to issue citations and keep track of them. They can also scan license plates to check that drivers have made the correct payment. So, yeah, this is a step up in checking if people are paying, and it probably will end up in more revenue for Metro.
Rachel, from your experience, and I'm sure you've looked at other cities from around the country as well, is this how other cities handle some of their parking? Is $10 million sound like an unusual number to get from parking tickets?
Well, so I don't know about the actual number, 10 million. No, I would say, especially since it's the same as what it was in 2019, right? So this is not a huge number now. It will be interesting to come back next year and look at how much it has increased with the new enforcement, whether enforcement has really maybe, doubled that number or something. But no, and especially using this new digital system, lots of cities do have their ticket officers using a digital system.
All right, Brian with OpenTheBooks.com, thank you for your time.